in the opening period. Delaware goal! Scored by number 20, C.C. Charles. Assisted by number 17, Carly Marzano. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 57 seconds in the first period. Charles from Marzano at 3:57. Just beyond 5 minutes elapsed in the first period. As we welcome all of you in. To the Delaware Hockey Network. Winding up from distance was Evie Hill. That shot was wide. Menachilo leaves the puck behind the net. This tied up at the base of the Philadelphia bench. Knocked free by Hope Menachilo, steered by Paige Mutertees behind the net. And it will be played by DiPiero up the near side. Hill keeps the right point airtight for the Hens before hustling off. Changing of the guard for the Delaware side. As now Ella Herzog, the recipient of a diagonal pass. Could not maintain the zone. Skylar Salduti flipped this off the backboards. Now Lemberg. Hassled mightily in her own zone. Throws the puck up ice. Tipped on its way in. Here a shot from Chandler was wide. Taken away by Carly Marzano. Played up the near boards. Stick handling is Jules Fuchs, but she was surrounded by a pair of Philadelphia forecheckers. Aiken protected the left point. She wobbled a shot in from distance, but it was blocked down in traffic. Here's a 2-on-2 for Delaware. Charles and Fuchs together. Jules Fuchs with the shot from just above the near dot. It was blocked as soon as she got rid of it. Amelie Perez holding the line. Bonfilio works the puck in close. Fuchs boxed out by Binns. Couldn't get stick on puck in the low slot. 7 minutes and 40 seconds into the contest. 1 goal so far. It belongs to C.C. Charles for Delaware. Off a setup from Carly Marzano. And at the next stoppage in play, we will give you all another look at that goal. Especially as we just got word that we were late to air here on the Delaware Hockey Network. But everything seems to be up and running in good order now. Lemberg looking for space from the near corner. Hassled by Gar, the other 21. 1-0 game, 8.5 minutes into the first period. Billet overskates the puck, 2-on-2 coming the other direction. This is Lena Stirs, slowed up by Luzon at the far dot. Luzon blew a tire, Stirs protects the puck, Billet pursues her. Was taken away by Lemberg, rolled behind the Delaware goal. To Evie Hill up the near side, but a stick check from Kristen Davis slows her up. Close-up shot from Paige Mutertees denied by McFadden. The first Philadelphia shot of the game coming 9 minutes into the proceedings. Hill behind the goal. Got support from Marzano to maintain momentum for the Blue Hens. Camerata sticked at. Marzano puts one net front. Menachilo couldn't finish. Mutertees up the middle. Double teamed upon gaining neutral territory. She stays with the puck. She's stonewalled again. Carly Marzano keeping play just above the Delaware blue line. Now it's thrown in by Sullivan right in front of the Delaware bench, but quickly recovered by Marzano. Carried up ice by Hill. She muscles her way to center before launching the puck off the backboards. It is frozen by netminder Kaylin Williams, and we've got a pause with 10:07 to go in the first period of a 1-0 hockey game. We owe you a look at the CC Charles goal from 3 minutes and 57 seconds into the first period. Some fancy stick handling from CC off the feed from Carly Marzano, which directed play out of the Delaware zone. That the lone goal of the game, coming 3:57 into the first period. We remain 1-0 as we work into the second half of the opening frame. Binns from the right point. Tried to advance the puck into a congested slot. It was taken away by Riley Lemberg. This entry is clean. Lemberg joined by Charles. This drop back to Cartwright working the left point. Taken away in net front congestion by Lillian Binns and flipped clear. Race was on for the puck going back in to the Delaware zone, but IIHF icing rules. As soon as that puck crosses the goal line, it becomes an icing. Whether you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. To schedule a free consultation, call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-LONG or visit injuryde.com. 9 minutes to go in the first period of a 1-0 game. Marzano intercepts the centering pass that was intended for Clifford. She gains the center line before flipping the puck in over the Philadelphia stripe, and the Hens will change. Menachilo offering forechecking pressure, forced a botched breakout pass, but Lemberg gave the puck back up over the line to Danica Gar. DiPiero was pinched off at the near wall by Perez, trying to cut through the neutral zone. This ends up back behind the Philadelphia cage with 8 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first period. Delaware with a 1-0 lead over Philly. Menachilo bulldozes her way into the Philly zone. Outnumbered, she caroms the puck behind the net. It rolls to the near corner. Where is he? Camerata tries to generate time and space. She cuts this back to the right point. A hard shot from Hill ricochets off the Williams pads. And the scrap for the rebound goes Philadelphia's way. Odd woman rush for the Flyers. Mutertees up the left wing boards, slowed up by Hill. Angled into the corner and away from the puck. This comes back by Hope Menachilo, who heads a 2-on-2 for Delaware the other direction. Menachilo and Camerata. Menachilo slowed up by a stick lift from Chandler as she tried to cut through the high slot. Puck is pushed back to center by Paige Mutertees. She gains that line before launching this the rest of the way into the Delaware end, and she hustles off for some fresh legs, taking her place as O'Toole. 7:20 to go in the first period. Delaware 1, Philadelphia 0. In this exhibition matchup between Delaware's ACHA women's team and the AA Philadelphia Junior Flyers U19 girls team. Charles tried to change directions rapidly at the top of the near circle to generate some space. Picking up the loose puck was Davis, and she drives play back into the Delaware end, at least momentarily she did. Gar could not clear. Davis does, but her pass through traffic intended for Sturz was broken up. Lemberg's breakout broken up too. Lily Schindler got stick on puck as it was headed toward Charles in the neutral zone. Here's Schindler again. Up this goes to Davis. Taken away in neutral ice, driven back by Cartwright. Sturz gains the Delaware zone, but lost the puck 5 feet inside. It rolls back into neutral ice. So having to tag up is Lena Sturz. Meanwhile, Sullivan advances up the left wing boards as we've entered the final 6 minutes of the first period. Delaware with a 1-0 lead over Philadelphia in this Sunday matinee from Fred Rust Arena. Cassie McFadden got tripped up in open ice by Acosta as they converged on the puck on its way back to center. Sullivan slowed up by Ella Herzog. Herzog gains the red line, rolls the puck the rest of the way into the Philadelphia zone, now on the stick of Marzano in the near corner. Marzano confronted by Lillian Binns. Tries to lower her shoulder and drive her way in up the goal line. Marzano steered behind the cage. Tried to set up Menachilo on the doorstep to no avail. Camerata scrapping for the puck, but it's pushed free by Sullivan. And this will come back an icing with 4:56 to go in the first period. It's a 1-0 game, advantage Delaware over Philadelphia. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Inside the final 5 minutes of the first period of a 1-0 game, Hens squander the attacking zone faceoff that was handed to them by the Philadelphia icing. Fuchs pushes this up the near boards. Lily Clifford races back into her own zone, fires a cross-ice pass off the far wall. This thrown by Salduti up the right side. Advanced to Mutertes, who angles in front of Bonfilio to get to the puck behind the Delaware goal. Mutertes' backhand into a congested slot comes right back to her below the cage. She tries to set up Aiken at center point. Engaging Aiken was Charles to force the shot errant. Centering pass to Spiker, cutting back toward the net. That from Amanda Beatty did not connect. And this will be an icing against the Blue Hens with 3:47 to go in the first period. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. 3.5 minutes to go, and that brisket sounds really good right about now. And we have our first penalty of the game coming with 3:17 to go here in the opening frame. What do we have from Daniel Cook? A high stick. And this is going to go against Philadelphia's Morgan O'Toole. So Delaware Sports Medicine power play time. For the Blue Hens, learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's commitment to health and wellness for athletes of all ages and abilities by visiting desportsmed.com. Philadelphia penalty assessed to number 7, Morgan O'Toole. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 44 seconds in the first period. O'Toole, 2 for high sticking at 16:44. Lemberg, top of the zone. To Amelie Perez. Back this goes to Lemberg. She and Hill trade places at the far half wall. Drop pass to Perez. She throws the puck in from the right point. Charles got stick on puck but could not redirect it through traffic. Hill winds up. Shot stick checked offline by Kristen Davis from 35 feet. This ends up in the near corner. Advancing pass from Perez led to Lemberg, who couldn't backhand one in from the edge of the paint. Hill, back high to Riley Lemberg. Through traffic, she beat one defender, got a shot away, got her own rebound. Williams with the save, and she holds. We'll give that another look on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. Lemberg through traffic once, twice. And Kaylin Williams comes up with saves 4 and 5 on 6 total shots faced. And the face-off again comes to her left as we enter the penultimate minute of the first period. Delaware with a one-woman advantage for another 30 seconds. Looking to pad this 1-0 lead over Philadelphia. Camerata to Herzog. Metachilo could not finish on the doorstep. This puck sails over the glass and out. Faceoff comes in a neutral ice with 1:28 remaining in the first period. Hens up 1-0 over the Flyers. Marzano victorious over the faceoff dot. Coming back into Philadelphia territory was Charles, attracting a bevy of Flyer defenders. Final 70 now in the first period. Herzog slows up Sullivan. We've entered the final minute of play, and Ella Herzog pulls back into her own end. Lemberg leaves this back to Ella Herzog. She's pressured deep in her own zone by Lily Schindler, who drives her into the back wall. Lemberg sticked at. Karams the puck up the near corner. Shoveled by Luzon up ice. Chandler recovers, but cannot clear. Camerata bodied down by Chandler. And another one's going to go. Officially at the 1938 mark. Of the first period, Kylie Chandler ruled off for body checking. So again, the Blue Hens head to the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Philadelphia penalty. Assessed to number 50, Kylie Chandler, 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 38 seconds in the first period. Chandler 2 for body checking at 19:38. At the end of one period, the score, Delaware Blue Hens 1, Philadelphia Junior Flyers 0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network following the first intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network. 1 goal in opening period play. And it belonged to Delaware's C.C. Charles. 3 minutes and 57 seconds into the first, as she launches the puck top shelf to beat Kaylin Williams and give the Blue Hens the early lead. Minute 39 left on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Hens to kick off the second period. There we go. As we bring you play in the Philadelphia zone after getting our power play clock recalibrated. Hill leaves this to Lemberg at the top of the zone. Lemberg gets a shot away. Scrapping for the rebound was Fuchs, but she could not finish. Williams covers up for the pause. Lemberg wins the near circle face-off. Charles with limited options, though, as she was swarmed at the top of the circle. Lemberg flips this to Hill. Cross-ice pass ricochets off the far boards, and Riley Lemberg. Cycle to Perez. The Hill shot from distance was wide. The pink refresher drink from Starbucks looks awfully appetizing. We're here on just 1 cup of coffee today. 5 fewer than usual. On the ice, it's been so far so good for Delaware. But they end up unable to capitalize on their second power play of the game, and Hope Menachilo just earned herself a spot on the weekly Almost Friday reel. Friends, if you know, you know. Faceoff's going to come just above the Philadelphia blue line. Carly Marzano and Paige Mutertees take the draw. And this will be controlled by Philadelphia. This was shoveled by Sturz up the right wing boards in behind the Delaware goal. Marzano swats the puck into the near corner after Herzog had it tied up. Sturz leaves this to Mutertees, trying to walk in from the right dot. She lost her shot lane. Camerata muscles this free. She plays the puck to herself off the far boards, launches a shot in at distance. But Kaylin Williams comes up with save number 9 on 10 total shots faced. 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Here in the second period, just a 1-0 hockey game. Delaware out shooting Philadelphia, though, by a tally of 10-1. Bonfilio back to recover. To Lemberg. Paige Luzon slowed up just above the Philadelphia blue line by the reaching stick of Morgan O'Toole. This is cleared back to center. Schindler on her horse in a one-on-one marked by Amelie Perez. She gets a shot away. Dropping to the butterfly for the save was McFadden, and Perez takes some heat out of a hot kitchen. Here's Amelie Perez behind her own goal. After clearing the puck out of harm's way, she leaves this to Riley Lemberg. Limburg, the lanky New Yorker, tried to cut up the middle between Philadelphia defenders but lost the puck at center. Sullivan back the other direction. Uses Lawrence as a screen to generate space behind the goal. She skates the perimeter of the zone and puts on the brakes at the base of the Philadelphia bench, where she was met by a pair of Delaware defenders. Charles the other way. Advances to Fuchs. Shot from 30 feet. Sticked away by Williams to the far corner. Good for save number 10. Hill foils the Philadelphia clearing attempt. She's stripped of the puck in the slot by Chandler, and this is pushed the rest of the way up ice by Schindler. Marzano catches up to her, angles past her to sweep the puck away in the near corner of the Delaware zone. Binns holds the point. Time and space far side for Evie Hill to race through neutral territory and set up a 2-on-1. Hill crashes the net, gets a shot in. Charles' rebound chance was tied up by Williams, and we've got a pause. So the Blue Hens barreling back on the offensive. The initial chance from Evie Hill stonewalled by Kaylin Williams. And the follow-up from CeCe Charles right on the welcome mat, denied too. Four and a half minutes have elapsed in the second period of what stands a 1-0 hockey game, advantage Delaware. Sophia Rosenthal leaves the puck to Marzano. Shot from the top of the right circle, caught and held by Williams for another stoppage in play. Face off to Williams' left. Mutertees cannot clear. Herzog holds the line. Advance to Lemberg through the slot, but she was steered behind the net by Paige Mutertees' defensive pressure. Tip of the hat to Matt joining us wherever he may be. Ardent supporter of women's hockey in the region. And we like them all right here at the Delaware Hockey Network too. Good people. The best part of this game is far and away the people. Five and a half gone in the second period. A 1-0 game. Spiker up the right wing boards. Crashes the net, tried to get a shot away. McFadden ends up backed into the net, but the shot was wide. Lemberg. Back to Cartwright. Lemberg swarmed in the far corner by Grace Spiker. Was able to still get the puck back to Cartwright. Fuchs could not clear. Camerata wrestles the vulcanized rubber away from Morgan O'Toole, and she sends this up ice. Philadelphia's Danica Garr got there in plenty of time to recover for the Junior Flyers. And this is shoveled off the far boards by Amanda Beatty. All the way into the Delaware end. Opportunities for the Flyers to change up. And the Hens 7 minutes into the second period work out of their own zone. Rosenthal 2-on-2. Drop pass to Marzano. In she comes. Close-up shot. Right into the leg pad of Williams. Crossing post to post to make save number 14 on 15 total shots. Puck bounces about in the slot. This was nearly cleared out by Spiker. The Marzano shot after holding center point was right on target, but an easy save for Williams 50 feet away. Here's Hope Menachilo. Thrown in off the post Menachilo chases down her own rebound in the near corner. Wild double team. Danica Gar taking away the passing lanes. This centering setup from Marzano was intercepted and subsequently cleared by Amanda Beatty. Recovering at the Delaware blue line is Evie Hill. So a lot of back and forth volleying of the puck here in the second period. Very few quality chances. 8 shots on goal for Delaware, but it's been 8 easy saves for Williams. Make it 9 as Hill takes aim from distance, and Williams waffle boards the puck behind the net once again. And still only 1 shot here in the second period for Philadelphia, just the same. Charles turns and risks the puck up the near boards, but it comes right back to her, driven by Lily Schindler to the near corner. Charles could not clear a second time. This was held in by Aiken. Menachilo recovers, cross-ice feed to Charles, gains the zone. Herzog holding the right point. She's got pressure astern. She gets a shot through. This is caught and held by Kaylin Williams for a pause with 11:21 to go in the second period of a 1-0 game. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. 2-on-1, and a shot from Sturs saved by McFadden. Watching this again on the 4-1-2 communications replay. The third Philadelphia shot caught and held onto by Kaylee McFadden. For a pause in play. .9:02 elapsed here in period 2 as the puck goes out. And Daniel Cook spotting the faceoff right in front of the Philadelphia bench area as we near midway in this contest. This is O'Toole crashing the net. Didn't have the angle on the shot from point blank range, as Evie Hill did very well to clog up the slot. We usually see her more as an aggressive defender. Here, taking the old school stay-at-home approach, taking away the shot lanes, taking away the passing lanes. We love to see the versatility. Here's Camerata with a shot from the top of the right circle. Stick checked high and away. Recovered behind the Philadelphia goal by O'Toole, held in by Josie Billett at the near point. The shot from Fuchs made it on target off the advancing pass from the point, but it was into the pads of Williams, keeping this a 1-0 hockey game as we have reached halfway from Fred Rust Arena. Net front chance from Molly Hawkins. Denied by McFadden. Rebound contested on the far corner, swatted free by Hill, driven back toward the cage by Grace Spiker. This puck ricochets off the near boards, and it's cleared out by Fuchs. Chased down by Camerata in the near corner of the Philadelphia zone, but she was met by a pair of Flyer defenders there and subsequently stripped of the puck. Blue Hens change. Monfilio leads the entry, delayed offside, signaled by Daniel Cook. Everybody tags up. At a lot of these college facilities where the penalty boxes and the benches are on the same side, a lot of that bench is outside the neutral zone. So those line changes, especially in the second period, will often bring about delayed offsides. That was the case there. Everybody had to tag up and re-enter, and that gave Philadelphia effectively a free pass to move the puck out, which ultimately they did not. Schindler lost her footing trying to work past Menachilo and Marzano. DiPiero recovers. And she's guilty of an icing with 8:39 to go in the second period of what stands a 1-0 game advantage, Delaware over Philadelphia. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, between your team and your fans. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between, including Lexington, Kentucky. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com if you want to know more. McFadden lost her footing in the mid-slot. Her shot was wide. Centering pass intended right to her from Luzon was broken up by Binns and driven back into neutral ice. Turned back by Cartwright up the near wall. Binns recovers. She steers the puck behind the net to her D partner, Kylie Chandler. 32 minutes gone from Fred Rust Arena. Delaware, on 19 shots, have only mustered 1 goal, but they've kept Philadelphia scoreless on 4. Charles to Luzon. O'Toole with a stick lift on the New Yorker. And Chandler emerges with the puck for Philadelphia. This is pushed by Spiker to O'Toole up the middle. Breakaway off the post! Whew! Almost the equalizer for Philly. And there was a mid-game goaltending change. Sydney Butler handling the blue paint now for Philadelphia, or for Delaware, rather. After McFadden was retired mid-game with 4 saves on 4 shots. Sydney Butler recording her first save of the afternoon, denying Cynthia Aiken from roundabout the blue line. Now in goal for Delaware, number 1, Sydney Butler. The outlet pass from Herzog. Volleyed right back by Aiken. This is Sturs, 1-on-1. Shot from above the dot was wide of the near post. Butler lifted in anticipation to try to block it away, but had no need ultimately. We don't see it too often. Sydney Butler and the full right setup. Southpaw goalie for Delaware. No icing here against the Hens, waved off by Danny Cook. Davis to Sturs. Schindler pickpocketed at center by Izzy Camerata. She's got a breakaway. She shoots. She scores. Izzy Camerata, 14-20. Into the second. Gives the Hens their second of the afternoon. And this was all Izzy. From center red the rest of the way in. A bar down breakaway beauty at 14-20. Makes this a 2-0 hockey game. Oh, Delaware goal! Scored by number 93, Izzy Camerata. Time of the unassisted goal, 14 minutes, 20 seconds in the second period. Camerata unassisted at 14-20. Camerata's third goal overall of the year. Of course, today's statistics will not go in the greater table, being this game is not solely ACHA. but Izzy with 2 goals and 6 assists in 8 official contests so far this season for the Blue Hens. Butler with save number 3. Here she falls on the puck for the Freeze with 4:44 to go in the second. Face off to Butler's right. Held in by Philadelphia's Cynthia Aiken. Perez recovers, but she's swarmed to the far corner by Skylar Salduti. Walter had to jump out of the way on that one, directly behind the net. The shot from O'Toole was off target. Cece Charles, first Delaware goal scorer today, could not get through Chandler at the Delaware blue line, and we'll see what Danny Cook's got here. Body check signaled with 4:04 to go in the second period, and it will go against C.C. Charles. So the first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the afternoon is upon us, 15:56. Into the second period. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. They kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria that accumulate in your cans using high-pressure hot water jets. And the Delaware Blue Hens are going to try to kill off the penalty to C.C. Charles, assessed at 15:56 in the second period. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 20, C.C. Charles, 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 56 seconds in the second period. Charles, 2 for body checking at 15:56. Lemberg muscles through traffic, crashes the net, gets a shot away on Williams, but it's sticked up in the atmosphere. Rebound tied up at the edge of the cage. And the Danny Cook whistle sounds with 3:27 to go in the second period, as we ended up with a puck battle going a whole lot of nowhere. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these ladies or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com to learn more. Just above 3 minutes remaining in the second period of a 2-0 game. Delaware, thanks to an Izzy Camerata breakaway goal, doubling up their first period advantage. But here in the second, they face tougher customers in the form of the Junior Flyers, who've put up 7 shots compared to their 1 in the opening period of play. Lemberg forced back to our own blue line. Tried to set up Perez, but flubbed the pass, and Schindler drove play 35 feet deeper into the Delaware zone before coming off for a change. 15 seconds left on the Charles body check in her attempt to pile drive her way into the Philadelphia zone. Ultimately ran right into Kylie Chandler. This thrown in by Binns. Binns holds the center line. Marzano will wind up and clear. Icing waved off. Danny Cook says that puck was released before the penalty expired. So there's no icing to worry about here. Paige Mutertees back in up the right wing boards. Shot from an awkward angle. Turned aside by Butler, but she let that one go right into the slot area. This will come back an icing against Delaware with 1:43 to go in the second period of a 2-0 hockey game. Face-off will occur to the right of Sydney Butler, who stopped all 5 shots that she's faced since her mid-game entry. And the chance off the dot goes wide. Charles could not bring the puck down cleanly. The other 20, Kristen Davis, walks it back in over the Delaware blue line, but quickly gets tied up. Aiken to Mutertees. Through traffic, she lost her footing at the top of the circle. The puck trickles behind the goal, and this was caromed out through neutral territory before Maria DiPiero was able to recover all the way back at the Philadelphia line. Final minute of the second period of a 2-0 hockey game. A pretty uneventful one at that. Mutertees off the feed from Sullivan. Shovels the puck behind the Delaware goal. Sullivan from behind the cage, nobody home. She tried to set up Stirs in the low slot, but she couldn't make the centering pass happen. This is turned back clear by Aiken. Yesterday in the men's AAU game, Farmingdale State had hunter green numbers on black sweaters with a light white thin trim. Here we've got black numbers on black sweaters, but infinitely easier to read. Final 5 seconds. Lemberg pulls back behind her own goal, and she'll skate this one the rest of the way to the end of the second period. Through 40 minutes to score. Delaware Blue Hens 2, Philadelphia Junior Flyers 0. We'll be back after the second intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network. 40 minutes in the books. And the Blue Hens have built up a 2-0 lead over the Philadelphia Junior Flyers, and it was this breakaway goal from Izzy Camerata at the 14:20 mark of the second period. That gave Philadelphia, or that gave Delaware, rather, their second goal of the afternoon. Walter Lawrence ready to drop the puck on period 3. Riley Lemberg, Morgan O'Toole, and off we go. If you're just joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network, Delaware traveling left to right in their pink and gray breast cancer awareness sweaters, New York Ranger number font on the back and sleeves. Philadelphia traveling right to left in their away black sweaters, and we've got a woman down. It was DiPiero who's back up. And the face-off 29 seconds into the third period. Will be spotted not that far from where Maria DiPiero was slow to get back up off a collision. So this right above the Delaware blue line, brought back into the zone. Herzog could not clear. Beatty working the low slot. Feeds the puck to Grace Spiker. Spiker centering feed beyond Schindler's reach. Jules Fuchs can't backhand it clear. Schindler recovers at the far half wall. Cycled behind the net to Beatty. Schindler back below the cage to Beatty once again. She tries to jam it in net front. Butler has other options though, recording save number 6. Lemberg's backhand leads the puck to Fuchs. And out come the Hens on the offensive. Jules Fuchs gains red before slamming on the brakes and driving the puck the rest of the way up ice. Perez floats this back in off the backboards behind the Philadelphia goal, 90 seconds plus. Into period number 3. Delaware with a 2-0 lead over Philly. One game on the docket for the Blue Hens next week as they host Lebanon Valley College and their NCAA Division III program. Here Marzano could not get past on the doorstep. Denied by Williams with 2:05 elapsed in period number 3. Faceoff comes to the near dot. Mutertees around the corner to Sturs. Back to Mutertees behind the net. Centering pass. Lena Sturs got a shot away from point blank range. Butler, the southpaw netminder, with the save. Charles throws this off the far corner boards. Corralled by Luzon. Left to Bill at top of the zone. Across the line to Evie Hill. Bobble just inside the stripe, now taken away. And walked up the far side by Sullivan. Back into Delaware territory. Lee Schindler off a failed attempt pulls back to just inside the line. DiPiero tied up by Billett in the far corner. Trying to walk forward was Isabella Acosta. Billett knocks the puck free. It is corralled and cleared by McFadden. Hill up the left dots. Dipsy doodles past Clifford. And here she is in Philadelphia territory. She tried to shoot from 30 feet, but slowed up by a Junior Flyers stick check. Hill back in her own zone. To Camerata. Off the toe of her backhand, Izzy Camerata lofts the puck across neutral territory. Gar. Beyond the reach of Salduti. Kept in neutral ice by Herzog. Fuchs to Camerata the other direction. Izzy Camerata looking for space below the goal. She brings this back out to the far dot. Cartwright lobs one in from the half wall right into the pads of Kaylin Williams for her 22nd save of the afternoon. 5 minutes have gone by in the final period. Delaware with a 2-0 lead over Philadelphia. The junior Flyers clear. Cartwright to Herzog. Chip beyond the reach of Clifford. And this caroms behind the Philadelphia goal. Picked up there by Lemberg. Centering pass intended for Rosenthal. Didn't connect. That shot from Ella Herzog. Skipped just wide from distance. O'Toole recovering. Binns cannot clear. Menachilo seals off the left point, and she comes driving deep into Philadelphia's end. Marzano trying to cut through the slot off her backhand, was stripped of the puck by Danica Gar, who's met in the far corner by Menachilo. Binns slowed up by Rosenthal, taking away the passing lane. Rosenthal trying to maintain possession. Binns with a stick lift could not wrest the puck away from 54 in Delaware, gray and pink. O'Toole gives this up. Marzano ran out of real estate, crashing the net from the right side. Holding the point is Bonfilio with a backhand from distance and off the corner boards. Binns rings this behind the net into the path of Salduti, who could not clear. Menachilo turns and shoots at the bottom of the near circle, but that puck was headed wide. Long chance from Bonfilio at the left point into Williams' leg pad. Still a 2-0 game. Charles looking for her second, and she buries one. C.C. Charles with her second. She had 2 yesterday, she's got 2 today, and Delaware's got 3. Coming at you again. On the 4-1-2 communications replay, and we'll have to back that up a little bit in studio to get confirmation on assists. But as it stands, at 7:05 of the third period, the Blue Hens have gotten their third goal of the afternoon. Particulars to come yet. It is going to be Mia Bonfilio credited with the primary assist on the Blue Hens' third goal. Oh, Delaware goal! Second of the game, scored by number 20, C.C. Charles. Assisted by number 14, Mia Bonfilio. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 5 seconds of the third period. Charles is second from Bonfilio at 7:05. Beatty clears the Philadelphia zone. Herzog to Lemberg, back the other direction. Lemberg steered to the near corner by Chandler. Gave up the puck. Beatty rolls it behind her own goal. Pursued by Aiken. Aiken confronted by Fuchs. And this will now be cleared by Lily Schindler. Schindler, the lone forechecker, joining Herzog and Cartwright in the Delaware zone. The breakout pass tipped by Camerata over center red, volleyed right back out of the Philadelphia zone by Maria Di Piero. 9 minutes have elapsed. here in the third period of what stands a 3-0 hockey game. 2 goals from C.C. Charles. Gar wound up from just above the blue line, and this will come back an icing with 10:32 to go in a 3-0 hockey game. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstance, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long is committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. $10-10 to go. Philadelphia is still looking to get on the board. Christina Sullivan ran out of options up the right wing boards and ultimately was stripped of the puck. McFadden pursues Gar. Gar's shot from the top of the left circle was well off target. Acosta in the far corner is joined by Perez. Puck stolen by Marzano, quickly recovered by Philadelphia's Molly Hawkins. Hawkins gives way to Bonfilio. This is pushed clear. Luzon advanced the puck to Bonfilio. She's in a 1-on-3. She shoots amid heavy traffic from the left dot. Williams with the save. Here we are now in an era of unconventional goalie numbers. When's the last time you've seen a goalie wear number 16? I don't know if I ever have. There once was a day where it was 130-30, 135, and that was about it. Penalty coming up against Delaware as Kylie Chandler is slow back to her feet. What does Danny Cook have? Menachilo is off for tripping. And the Blue Hens are off to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. 11 minutes, 14 seconds into the third period. Walder awaits the centers. Muter, Tees, and Marzano. In for the draw, and the DiPiero shot was wide. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 48, Hope Menachilo, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 14 seconds in the third period. Menachilo, 2 for tripping at 11:14. Spiker steers this to the top of the zone, which was maintained by Binns. Binns stripped of the puck by Carly Marzano, who off her backhand from right in front of her bench sends this clear the rest of the way. 8 minutes to go. Delaware 3, Philadelphia 0 from Fred Rust Arena. Grace Spiker could not work past Herzog round about the Delaware blue line. Beatty tried to drive forward. This is now walked in by Spiker, but she was pinched to the corner by Cartwright, and the Hens clear. Delaware down a woman for the next 56 seconds. DiPiero from her own blue line turns and ends up icing the puck. So with 7:31 remaining in regulation. And Delaware up 3-0 over Philly. The shorthanded Blue Hens will have an attacking zone faceoff coming their way. Lemberg, Perez, Charles, and Hill are the quartet of Delaware trash can cleaning penalty killers. 35 seconds remaining on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Evie Hill, part-time Michigander, back at her line. Across to Amelie Perez. She's bodied down at center by Davis, and we've got another whistle. Body check signaled with 7:08 to go. And this one's going to go against Kristen Davis. So we're 4-on-4. For the next 22 seconds, and then it will be Delaware Sports Medicine power play time for the Hens. Philadelphia penalty assessed to number 20, Kristen Davis. 2 minutes for body checking. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 52 seconds in the third period. Davis 2 for body checking at 12:52. Face off to the left of Williams. Off the even strength icing. Scrum for the puck near side. This was pushed up the wall and out by Salduti. Hill, Perez, Lemberg, Charles, and now Menachilo. Back on the ice as the Blue Hens commence their third Delaware Sports Medicine power play of the afternoon. Looking for a little bit more breathing room to add to this 3-0 lead of theirs. Lemberg circles behind the net. To Hill, top of the zone. She bobbles the puck, but she holds the line. Across to Lemberg, who had time and space. Shot was on. Saved by Williams. Back this comes to Lemberg. Charles, near corner. Lines up a shot from the dot. She gets one on net. This is covered up and held by Kaylin Williams for a break in the action with 6:04 to go. 56 seconds left on the Delaware power play, and a look ahead. What's to come in terms of the UD women's ACHA team on the DHN. They'll take on Rowan on November 1st. We'll have that game for you. We'll also have the December 8 meeting between the Blue Hens and the University of Pennsylvania before the ladies adjourn for winter break. But we'll have plenty on the broadcast schedule come February. Manachilo's headed back to the sin bin for a hook. And we're now going to go 4-on-4 for the next 38 seconds. .546 to go. Spiker and Marzano take the near circle face-off in the Delaware zone. Delaware penalty assessed to number 48. Hope Menachilo, 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 14 seconds in the third period. Menachilo, 2 for hooking at 14:14. A couple rapid-fire Sydney Butler saves, keeping the Flyers scoreless. With 5:15 to go, 7 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And then the Junior Flyers will have 82 seconds with a one-woman advantage. So back to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Go the Blue Hens as we work to the final 5 minutes and change of the Sunday afternoon exhibition contest. Muter tees, challenged by Hill. Leaves the puck to Gar, working the right point. Across to Aiken. Shot lane blocked by the reaching stick of C.C. Charles. Mutertees to Davis. Kicked up high. Shooting from distance was Danica Gar into traffic. Stirs. Steers the puck up the near half wall to Paige Mutertees. Mutertees looking for a lane. Generates one in the slot after getting around Charles. The shot from 27 feet, easily turned aside by Butler. Final 35. Another penalty coming up. And it's going to go against Evie Hill. Hill is off for roughing. This at 15:43 in the third period. So the Junior Flyers will enjoy a two-woman advantage for 31 seconds. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 7, Evie Hill, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 43 seconds in the third period. Hill, 2 for roughing at 15:43. Clifford, cross-ice pass to Gar. She steps up to the dot, shot blocked by Carly Marzano. Now 5-on-4 for a minute 29. As the Menachilo penalty expires, Charles back on. With Marzano, Cartwright, and Herzog. C.C. Charles digs the puck out of the pack net front. Again, IIHF rules in play, so there's no icing on a shorthanded situation. Williams is like, come on, Danny, where's the whistle? Nope, IIHF rulebook for this one, folks. And this is offside. 192 seconds to go. From Fred Rust Arena, tip of the hat to the crew, our executive producer. From 412 West HQ, Molly Jo Rosen. Our production assistant is the stat man, Eli Swope. Our videographer this afternoon, our good friend, Shaw Downing. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Trey Wright. Justin Cohen, the rest of the crew. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. That's not a tagline, that's for real, folks. A lot of folks. And a lot of know-how. And a lot of expertise and a lot of hours on site and in studios have combined to make the Delaware Hockey Network what it is. And we are grateful to all of you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon when you could be doing heaven knows what else. Especially in the sporting world on a Sunday in the fall. Spiker stood up by Butler. Henzer back to full strength. Another block. A second block on DiPiero. Binns protects the zone. Perez looking for space, surrounded by black sweaters from both sides. She's got help now in the form of Bonfilio, who plays the puck off the far boards. This thrown across in neutral territory toward DiPiero, who comes barreling back in left side. She rushed the wrist shot from 35 feet. It was extraordinarily wide. Henzer offside coming the other way. 91 seconds to go. In what's a fairly certain Delaware decision at this point. Final minute and a half. Upon us from Fred Rust Arena. And we'll all do it again together 12 days from now when the Delaware women host Rowan in the second half of a twilight doubleheader here on the DHN. Full schedule is always available at DEHockeyNetwork.com. Puck battle right in front of the Junior Flyers bench area. Now the puck is knocked free. Muter-Tees tried to set up Aiken, but it was poked back into the Philadelphia zone by Menachilo. Final 30. And another whistle sounds with 28 to go. Lemberg sent off for hooking. So one final Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming the Blue Hens' way. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty assessed to number 21, Riley Lemberg. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 32 seconds in the third period. Lemberg 2 for hooking at 19:32. Down to single digits, final 5 seconds. Hawkins shoots and scores right as the horn sounds, and that's going to be a good goal. We'll see this again. Hawkins right at the buzzer with the power play goal, making this a 3-1 game. Philadelphia goal scored by number 93, Molly Hawkins. Time of the power play goal, 20 minutes of the third period. Hawkins, a power play goal at 20 minutes. Today's final score: Delaware Blue Hens 3, Philadelphia Junior Flyers 1. Final shots on goal: Philadelphia 19, Delaware 29. Fans, it's time for the Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Today's third star, with 14 saves for Delaware, number 1, Sydney Butler. Today's number 2 star with a goal for the Delaware Blue Hens, number 93, Izzy Camerata. And the number 1 star of the game, leading the way for Delaware with a pair of goals, number 20, C.C. Charles. So that brings our hectic week on the Delaware Hockey Network to a conclusion. The Hens victorious 3-1 over the Philadelphia Junior Flyers. Again, our thanks to the whole crew for their hard work all weekend long. And for the Delaware Blue Hens, certainly a bright spot with C.C. Charles off a 2-goal performance yesterday, potting 2 of 3 for the Blue Hens this afternoon. And Izzy Camerata with this bar-down breakaway beauty to make it a 2-0 game. Followed up then by Charles' second goal. 7:05 of the third period to seal it for Delaware, winning 3-1 over Philadelphia. Good night.